Mo Trappin podcast. Another Tuesday night. One second. What up with a Batiste? See, we got about five in here, man. Y'all come here, hit that thumbs up button for me. Back another Tuesday. What up with it, Wilson? We got some snow, but it was a light snow, man. It was light. It was real light. What up with you, Cobb? Cobb ended up getting uh one of those bids, three bid, it ended up getting it, waiting on the other one. So, what up with you, Shane? Man, appreciate you coming on last week, man. People enjoyed that show too, bro. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving week this past week. Got to eat good. Got to spend time with your families. I just got you a break. Might just needed you a break. One second, we'll get this cracking, man. Hold on, just got some work approved on the books. Yeah, man. Just got some too, man. They got me It should keep me a little busy, Cobb. I'm hoping to knock them out as soon as I knock them out. I hope I get another one to pop on the books real quick from 'em. What up with it, DS? And man, the good thing, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, the good thing about working with this property management company, man, I'm just finding stuff and getting jobs and noticing things on job sites that, man, that I wouldn't even never looked at, pictured. So yeah, I got a leaf from what I'm coming up to, man. It wasn't that big though. It's a small yard. It got some leaves in the back. Leaves in the front. The trees in the back was cut, so it's just like some leaves in the front. But you feel me? It's work this time of the year. So, and I feel one of my peoples also, man. He said he wasn't working, man. He don't like the cold weather. Hey, I feel him. Cause I was out today. I had to go back and look at some at one of the properties, and boy, it wasn't playing. Been plowing snow since 3 a.m. I'm beat, man. Willie the Grass Man. Hey, well, I tell you what, I appreciate you coming in here, bro. And might have to get you on here one time to talk about them hours like at 3 a.m. right now. Oh, goodness. But looking at that pic right there on your profile pic, I can already tell and I already know where that place should come from, bro. But man, that snow work, woo. Got 24 hours in the truck over the past 2 days. Yeah, man, y'all, hey, y'all boys getting it. I know Catspaw, you up there in Wisconsin. Where you at, Willie? No, Catspaw up there in Wisconsin, man. Y'all getting it, man. And man, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, for y'all to be up them hours, working them hours like that with that snow, staying in them trucks, it's got to be some money, man. Okay, Willie, you up there in Cleveland? Okay, yeah, you right up there with my boy. I don't went blank. I don't know how I forgot my boy name. Creighton. You up there with my boy Creighton Skate. Give it about one more minute, man. We get started up in here, man. Like I say, appreciate y'all tapping in again, man. It's a cold night tonight. Look at my phone. Think we got it's 27 tonight. Yeah, it's ugly. 27. It's gonna be I don't think we it's gonna be like it the next few days, man. It ain't gonna get back. It'll get back 46, I think, Saturday, 42 Friday. But than that, man, we gonna be 30s. Be good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's snow money like that's snow money. Well, man, let's go get it cracking, man. Another Tuesday night, man. Mo Trappin podcast, Boneyard Lawn Service down here, man. Small town, Paducah, Kentucky, solo operator. And we're gonna talk about this next year coming up because I gotta get the help. It's time calling. But solo operator, man, down here. Be a complete 5 years finally after this year, man. And huge milestone to make it past 5 years. You always hear the story about people don't make it in business past 5 years, man. So if you been in here, however long you've been in here, drop a comment in the comment section, man. But yeah, people don't make it past five. So a huge shout out to myself, man, making it to 5 years. And also this year will be my third year far as working the whole year. So out of 5 seasons, man, 3 seasons able to work the whole year. Uh, 1 year, January, February, I had to go back to work for 60 days. But 5 years, I feel like that's good. What up with you, Lil Stripe? Lil, I seen you up there pushing that shoveling that snow also up y'all's way, man. But this past week, man, y'all already know what it was this past week, man. Everybody pretty much, man. Thanksgiving, man. Uh Man, had one of the greatest, best Thanksgivings that I had in a very long time. I ended up having went down, grabbed my dad, had him. I ended up cooking. Had my dad, had my sisters with me, had some family with me. Ended up having after that travel, we went over to my mom's house. So man, I got to kick it with a whole lot of family. Got to see a lot of friends this weekend. Got to talk to a lot of people, man, and just man, we doing what we doing, man. Life just be life, man. Everybody is. I feel like everybody, even we doing a lawn service. Everybody pretty much going through the same thing. Life. Nobody has it figured out. You know what I'm saying? And we all just talking and chopping it up this weekend with, like I say, friends and family. I got to kick it with some family, man, and we ain't kicked it in a while, man. And it was just a great weekend, man. It was a great weekend. Uh, like I say, Thanksgiving, man, my pops was super happy. Like I say, my pops, he was sick a couple weeks ago, so he got to be with us, man. It's been the first time in a long time that we all been together at the table. You know what I'm saying? So great week this past week, and also, man, this past week, one thing, man, that has really had a huge impact on this week. I don't know if a lot of y'all read books and stuff. I read books, man. So this is a book right here. It's called know if you can see it. It's called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. So, been reading this book this past week, man, and sometimes we make excuses for I ain't gonna speak on y'all. Sometimes I make excuses for not having enough time in the day, and you gotta make enough time a day. So I've been reading the book, man, and this book has gave me perspective on things that I don't even think I would have got in a podcast episode. I probably would have really had to sit down with a real older guy to get some of the things that was saying in this, and I got about 2 chapters left. But man, it's just simplifying life, man. Sometimes we try to do a lot more than's necessary. Sometimes you got to sit back and ask yourself, is it even necessary in a lot of situations? A lot of situations you got to ask yourself, man, is this necessary? Because man, it's just human nature. We get caught up emotions. Everybody got them, and you get to end up doing something that you shouldn't do. But this book, man, if y'all read or something, it's a great book. Like I say, it's called Meditations, and man, it just simplifies a lot of things. And this book is from way back in time, but everything it's speaking on is everything that's relevant still today. So that's another thing with me. In estimates, man, back with ZVN with the property management company. Well, ZVN they changed the name now to Gemstone. So, but I've got enough work for. I'm hoping, man, the next close to Christmas. I should be straight close to Christmas, which is real good. And I got everything from pressure washing on the books to I've got some debris removal. I've got some leaf cleanup, uh, some bushes that need done. Got a couple bushes that need removed, and I'm waiting to see if I get approved on a tree removal job. So this property management company, man, this year I can't wait to really see what all I made exactly this year, so I can run it back to y'all and let y'all know what I end up doing with these people. But man, I'm telling you, they've kept me with work. Every time I felt like it was a little slow or I figured it out and I had time, throwing me something else. And the work is profitable. It ain't no just tic tac nicky knack work that they trying to throw you. When they do give you a bid, you rebuttal the bid if you don't like it. 9 times out of 10, when I rebuttal the bid, I get the estimate. So it's keeping me with work, man, year round. And like I say, it'll keep me to work hopefully to right before Christmas, maybe. And then right after Christmas last year, I was with them. I just started right after Christmas with them last year. And it kept me with work with them up until March. So give me back, man, keeping me some year-round work. Gotta diversify. This work right here wasn't no word of mouth work. This was something come off Google. Uh, you get these calls sometimes, man, and you think it's bot calls, and you gotta sometimes you just gotta answer, and you gotta say, who you are, invent the call, because I've had emails before that I thought was him, and I ended up getting work from them. I've had phone calls before that I thought was scam, ended up getting work from them. Now it's another side to it too. I had some of them that actually was scam. You just gotta vent it, man. So just vent it because a lot of these companies, I put it like this: everybody got a way that they'll look for a customer. I mean, look for a client. Some people go through Google. Some people it might be company to company. He might be dealing with another property management company. Then they might just word of mouth you. Uh, you got some of them, man. That might Facebook you. If you got a Facebook, some people might do social media, but 9 times out of 10 with me, it's coming off Google or it's coming off an email. Like I said, I just got them. So you got to vent them and check it out because it's keeping me at work. And I'll tell you what, it's some nice work because one of the jobs that I just got approved for today is $2,029, I believe. I think it's 2029 or $2,039. I believe the other job is like 2375. So almost 5 grand in work in what we call an off season. I feel like that's pretty good. So let's get on to the news, man. And we got got a crazy news clip today. So this news clip today right here is about a company that's getting sued by a school district for killing thousands of trees. They say it's thousands of trees and bushes total. So what happened was these guys was contracted out to take care of the tree maintenance, bush maintenance, lawn maintenance, property maintenance. They ended up killing and damaging hundreds of thousands of the trees and the bushes, man. And the lawsuit is asking for greater than 25,000 in damages. They're also wanting to get, I believe, the lawyer fees. The company was hired to do 19 schools. And out of the 19 schools, like they say, they had bushes, they had trees, and they killed them. They say that the company asked for permission to use a chemical. They used the chemical, and the chemical ended up destroying all of the plants. Well, I ain't gonna say all of the plants from what they're saying in the lawsuit, the trees and the bushes. So it says more than 600 trees at the school, more than 600 dead trees, more than 1,000 dead bushes, and then either it says more than 30 trees were either damaged or dead. Around 400 other bushes were damaged or dead. So this is like I don't know, you guys who've been spraying, y'all might know more than me with this. I don't know if it was something that could have just been a simple mistake. If it was something, what up with you, Jones? It was something that they bit off more than they could chew. Sometimes we hear guys get YouTube skills and they go get a job like this, with all those trees and those bushes, and you take a job, and maybe you got on YouTube and look this up, and for something like this of this magnitude with thousands of trees, um, it says thousands of bushes, 600 or some trees, some of that magnitude. I don't know like the ins and outs what this guy had going on with his business, like I say, but with something like that, I would think that you want to make sure that you skilled. If you ain't doing it, you sub it out. But even or like somebody drop a comment if y'all don't spray pesticides a lot, y'all know, because something like this just happened. But I just don't see it happening with 19 different schools and you damage all the trees and all the bushes. It sounds like a guy that was thirsty, bit off more than he could chew to me. Oh, I could be wrong, like I say. It's just my guess. And took on them jobs, man, and tried to take care of this work. And now he's getting sued for more than $25,000 and seeking lawyer fees. So, man, have your insurance. Even with insurance, man, if you can't do the job, man, just don't bite off more than you can chew. That's all I could say. Uh, that's one thing with me when I first got into this, and I hate to, I always got to relate it back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? You do bad business in the streets, some stuff could happen. So I've always like with business wise, never bit off more than I could chew. If I can't do a job, I just be straight up and honest. I can't do like with the gemstone property, what I've got going on right now. Some of the jobs that I can't do, I just be straight up. That's a job that I can't take on because I don't want to knock myself out the box and not be able to get work later on because I was so thirsty to try to get some right now instead of building some long term work. So man, check it out. And like I said, that's what happened. They 25,000 in lawyer fees. That's some money, bro. So let me see. Insurance, proper license, proper knowledge. Yeah. But like I say, nobody can afford that. And you definitely don't want to get sued because now he's getting sued and his name is on the line. You know what I'm saying? Your name is everything in the game. Once you lose your name, man, you lose your reputation. Man, it's hard to get that back. You know what I'm saying? These names we got and just being out here, it isn't built overnight. It's a grind. It's a day-to-day struggle, hustle. Man, you building that name, you gotta protect it. Don't be so thirsty like the guy. I don't like I say, I don't know what happened. You killing trees on 19 different school properties. Hey, that ain't a good look. Oh, it definitely ain't a good look. So this past week, man, one thing, man, when I want to come on this episode, I got somebody coming on next week, gonna have a guest for y'all next week. But this past week, man, just being with family and not being around some friends, like I say, and not being in certain stuff, man, really made me like look at time and just time, man, and valuing time, man. You can always get some money. You can't always you can't buy time. You can't get time back. You know what I'm saying? And so, excuse me, you can't get the time back. And so I was also talking to somebody, man. I got a first cousin. And my first cousin, she runs a business. And she started her second business now. And shout out to her. But her first business I seen her started, and she hasn't been in the business since she started the business. She's always had employees. She's always had one, two, three, four employees that runs that business for her. And she's opened that other business now, and that's where we all had a little kickback there that night. But I was sitting back and I was analyzing that night and looking at how my cousin moves. She's older. She's about 4 years older than me. And I'm looking at how she moves and how she's gotten there. And one big thing I shout out to her, I believe, is trust because I won't say her business on her, but she works in a business where you've got to have some employees that's on top of it. Like they gotta be on top of it. I think she's 6 years in business. I'm going 5, so maybe she'll be 7 next year. And I'm noticing how she gets to buy her time back, man. She was at I had to go out yesterday morning. I'm working on one of the houses for the property management company. and she was at her other business cleaning up. And so she just in there cleaning up, got her laptop out, enjoying herself. And we talked for a little bit, but we're gonna have a real deep talk because if anybody in here who has two or more employees, drop a comment and just, if you got two or more employees or not. Because the time, dog, you can't buy it back. Like I say, you can get money, you can make a lot of money, you can lose a lot of money, but the time is everything. In order to be able to, get that time back, it's gonna sound redundant. Go back to prices again. But with time, man, it's like you gotta delegate jobs, you gotta find a way to automate jobs, and you gotta find a way to eliminate what isn't mattering. You gotta ask yourself what's necessary and what ain't necessary. And delegating jobs, man, you gotta hire some people, man, to get some of those tasks back. And like I say, shout out to You're Able. That was one of the things this year that helped me get some time back. By having that software, I'm telling you, I didn't use a black book the whole year. I don't know about y'all, but I was super religious black book guy. Keep my black book, everything wrote down, everything jotted down, noted. This year, when You're Able, man, that app helped me buy back. I'm gonna tell you a lot of time. It helped me buy back maybe even if it was a couple hours a week. I needed that. You know what I'm saying? And so that was one way that I like delegated a job. But when I mean delegate, I'm really trying to like, you got to find your first guy to get on the mower or your first guy to be on the trimmer. And so with these Genstone, I got a guy coming out. I was waiting on this other bid. I got a guy that's gonna come out with me. And I just looked at it. I said, man, this is what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna just start trying to buy back at least 5 or 10 hours a week. I'm gonna start small. You know what I'm saying? I've tried to hire people. I've tried to do this and that. I mean, I just got to start small. Maybe I'm biting off what I could chew. Like I say, even when I do get an employee, I don't never want to really put it on the employee. I want to be able to put that on me because it start top down. You know what I'm saying? All the blame is going to be on me. I'm just going to take the brunt of it. And I feel like if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I can raise that guy up right. Because like I say, I learned all my game off the YouTube stuff. But I feel like what I've done in my 5 years and my skills that I've learned, it works. It can get you to the next level, I feel like. And I feel like if a guy can come up under me and learn, my skill set ain't bad, I can get him and teach him, and that can really buy me some time back. So with this Genstone this week, I'm gonna have some debris jobs and some trailer load ups. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my trailer and I'm gonna back it up and I'm gonna leave it at that property. And when I leave it at that property, I'm not even gonna see the guy who's gonna work with me. I'm maybe gonna take the pictures. I'm gonna leave my trailer there. I'm gonna let him fill my trailer up. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna load the trailer up, and I'm pulling off, and I'm leaving. And I want to buy back at least 5 hours of my time this week. You got to work in your business. Now, yeah, facts, man. My cousin, like I say, she's working outside the business, and I can see it. Like I see it. Like the help she's got is helping her to start this other business, and even the other business she's getting, she doesn't have to be there. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I say, I'm gonna start buying back that time, and even like if I could buy back 5 to 10 hours this week, I'm gonna pay that guy, let him go out and handle his business. I'm still gonna get not as much money as I would get, but I'm still gonna make a nice pay. I'm not gonna be there. So I mean, and then eliminating, just eliminating stuff, man. Like eliminate tasks that just and stuff that just don't make sense, man. I can't speak on y'all, but I waste a lot of time. Like this year, like I say, I'm sitting back. It's almost like a yearly audit. I'm doing a time audit on myself. Waste a lot of time. I get up sometimes in the morning. Like I say, I've had my social media thing where I can cut it off in 10. It'll go off after 30 minutes. But then I got my YouTube stuff I watch. I got my good stuff I watch, but then sometime I go on wasting time that's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I need to be doing is like really for real is just focusing on your business. Focusing on how to get your business super efficient to where you can get that time back, like I'm saying, and not just talking to my cousin, man. I talked to a couple other guys this weekend, man. they've got a couple employees that's running their business, doing their thing for them. And I'm asking them how they're getting it. And they're just like, basically, it's like kind of like they were speaking to me in the way I speak to myself. And they like, man, I just reverse engineered it. You know what I'm saying? So, and they was telling me, what we do in a business, if you solo for real by yourself, 40 hours a week ain't gonna do it. To me, to get to that next level, 40 hours just ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You really gonna be working like 60 to 80. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to expedite, you're trying to speed it up, you're trying to really grow, you're gonna be doing 60 to 80, man. You're gonna be doing like if you solo, if you can't delegate jobs, if you can't, cut out bull crap tasks, if you can't get stuff automated, you're gonna be working a whole lot of hours. You feel me? To get it flowing right. That's just what it's gonna take. So they was telling me, man, they was reverse engineering a lot of stuff. Like not my cousin, but a couple guys I was talking to, and they was telling me, like, okay, man, I knew what I wanted to make a week. I knew what I wanted to pay somebody. So basically, if they wanted to make 1,500 a week, they knew they was willing to pay somebody 1,000 a week. They said they needed to make 4 to 5 thousand a week. Don't sound crazy in what we doing when you talk to some of these guys doing what they doing. So they like, man, I need to do $4 or $5,000 a week, basically. And even if they ain't getting the 15, let's just say if they 1,000 a week, they get the other guy 1,000 a week they're paying, they're buying that time back. You know what I'm saying? And I think I see these guys, like I said it before, I see the guys they get old, bro. You get old in these trucks and your body can't do what it can do. Like we good right now, but just what your body gonna be doing in 2 years? What your body be doing in 5 years? What your body gonna be doing in 10 years? You know what I'm saying? So you got to think like that. That's how I think, man. Because like I say, I seen my pops, man. My pops is younger than my mom. My mom can walk all the way across town and back. She walks every day. My pops, a couple weeks ago, could barely move. You know what I'm saying? And so even with time, man, like my mom and pop, I don't know about y'all, but my mom and daddy ain't going to no nursing home. Period. You feel me? Facts. They not going to no nursing home, bro. They just not doing it. I can't see it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's another thing, man. So just time for like that, like even like and let's put it like this too. All right, $20 an hour, is good for some people. Man, you can go out here, man, and we already know what it is. You get them prices right, man. It ain't nothing. It's just I think some of it is the fear with me, myself. I think it's just the fear of trusting somebody, like I say, to not mess up a blower, not mess up a trimmer. You feel me? Not mess up a mower. But the thing is, though, you gonna have to give them the time to get to try it or not. You feel me? And if you don't, like right now, I'm watching like a lot of stuff online. Like even my brother Crawley would shout out to him. I seen something going with his truck. You know what I'm saying? And he got a backup truck. But I look at that too, like employees, man. Like you gotta have backup equipment. You need a backup you, which is an employee. Because like y'all say, you solo out here. I don't want to wish that on nobody. But 3, 4 years back, I had a toe infection. And if it would have been this time of it, say if I'd have been dealing with Genstone Properties, who I deal with right now, and my toe would have been hurt, and I got these things going on right now, and I don't have no backup. And I told you I got like $5,000 worth of money on the books that I can catch this week. If my toe would have been down, that 5,000 gone. But let's just say if I got 5,000 on the books, and I can get two guys out there, let them go get 2 grand of it. And I'm saying 5, but you still gonna have to pay. I still got fees. I got to dump fees. I got to come off of, other little stuff. I got to rent out stuff like that. But still, say if my toes down, I'm in the bed. I got a guy paying him 1,000. I got the guy like saying 1,000, paying him, paying the other guy, and I'm still in the bed with a messed up foot, and I'm still getting money. Like this is really like I don't know about y'all, but this is like the mindset I gotta have. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like you like a soul. I'm like a soul survivor. You feel me? I'm my mom and pop's only son. I got two sons beneath two sons that I got, and I got two nephews. And man, get everybody on can help me buy time back. Get my nephews and them where they don't have to work as much. Cause I really tell them I want them to go back and get some skills, man, and get polished in something. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be line curve, but it have to be something. And another with time I want to go on is I had a lot of people that talked to me this week. And when they were speaking to me, man, they was talking to me about, Bones, I ain't got this, I ain't got that, I ain't did this yet, I ain't did that yet. You feel me? And I was telling them, I said, man, back in 2018, 2019, man, I was dead cracked, man. I'm talking about broke, but not, I didn't have a broke mentality though. I was dead cracked, man. But when I was dead cracked, I had time. And it was like, what am I going to use this time for? Am I going to use this time as just wasted time, laying in the funk of I ain't got it cracking right now? Or am I going to use this time to reach out, talk to people, and figure out how to not get myself back in this situation again? And so I didn't have no money, bro. I'm talking about no money. Crack was doing the janitor thing, and I had time. What I did was I made the most of my time being that janitor. I was janitor job. I sit back, dog. I worked 8 hours a day as a janitor, and I was able to put a headphone on like this. And so, with me working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week doing the janitor thing in 2018, 2019, I was able to also listen and learn off podcasts 40 hours a week. So it go back to what I'm saying about 60 hours, 80 hours. I was working 40 hours a week as a janitor. I'm doing another 40 hours in the headset every week. Because for the whole 8 hours, bro, I'm listening to podcasts. Y'all know an iPhone and some AirPods will last an 8 hour shift. So I was able to like listen to stuff. And that's how I was able to get to tapping into the business. It got me out of where I got out of the 9 to 5 thing. You know what I'm saying? I was defeated at the time. I was beat down. I was defeated. Uh, had to go back and be a janitor. Lost my job because of some other stuff. Ended up losing my job that I had at another spot. Had to go back and do the janitor thing. Just do what I had to do. But like I say, the whole time, man, I was able to listen to podcasts. I was able to listen to business guys. I didn't really too much get to listening to lawn care stuff until I got to filming in 2022. So from 2018 to basically 2022, I was using a lot of time just listening to podcast stuff and helping my business skills that I didn't have. I didn't have no money, you know what I'm saying? But I had the time to listen to guys who was figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? I had a guy I was listening to and he said like, take you 3 to 4 years to do this and that in business. And when I look back at it, uh, that's exactly what it took. I'm 5 years in and I'm seeing everything come together now. So it's just time. So like I said, time, and I had a lot of guys say they didn't have time, and I'm gonna break it down even more. We got 168 hours in a week. You got 168 hours in a week. If you was to break down 168 hours in a week, and let's just say if you take out 7 hours a night of sleeping, 7 times 7, that's 49 hours. Minus that by 60, 168. Then even if you're working 80 hours a week, you still got like 30, 40 hours a week, man, to like figure out some other stuff. You got time with that to spend with your family. You got time with that to do a hobby. Time with that, man. I don't know about y'all. I gotta have balance, bro. And with me being away from my family and being with them this week, man, that made me realize a real important thing. The money, cool. We got to have the money. You got to keep grinding for the money. But what is the money if you ain't share it with? You know what I'm saying? Or what good is the money if you ain't reinvesting it to help an employee's life be better out here? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause even with time, I looked at it, I broke it down. To get me 2 employees, it really won't take me nothing but to save like 20 grand. Put up like 20 grand, 2 months of payroll, and just start figuring it out. Just like that to be able to buy back my time. And I believe once I get out that truck and I can pay some people, and like I say, I just gotta get that system right, get it down to where if they leave, I can put somebody back in there fast. And that's why I'm talking to other people and reaching out to them to see what they who've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm the next level and the next step I'm about to hit, it's a lot of people who've been there, done that. I ain't been in their I ain't been able to get outside of what I'm in right now and get into their world. And that's basically what I'm about to do. I'm about to break off in and get into the world of people who's hiring so I can buy back the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, that weekend my pops was in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I shut it down. Had that little funk, then couldn't do the work like I really wanted to. And if I had a couple people there, they could have went and handled some business. I still could have got the money. Not all of it, but I could have. Some is better than none. I still could have got it, and still kind of got it taken care of, man. With that time, man. So that time, man, you got to figure it out. And it's almost like going back to what I said with the system a couple episodes back. That system and that time is just gonna come down to discipline, structure, discipline, and figuring that thing out. And so another thing, man, like I say, with software, AI, and reaching out to people, it's gonna help you save you some time. It's just gonna help you. Like you can't reinvent the wheel sometimes, man. So if you could save yourself, like I say, I'm starting off. If I could save myself 5 hours and just build on that to 5 hours to 10 hours, and the goal is really to 40 hours, to where I could be able to buy back and replace 40 hours of my time. And 40 hours of my time won't take nothing but maybe $1,000. And when you had jobs and stuff where you've done double that in 20 hours or 18 hours, or then you understand, like, okay, let me just figure this out, start trusting a little people, and figure out what I really want to be doing. And me, the next 5 years, I really don't want to be banged up and beat up if I ain't got to. I still want my business going. I don't want a huge mega business, but I want to be able to buy that time back, man, and still have my business going and still be able to, help somebody or help a couple people with employment and make them a living. Another thing, man, time getting your time back is gonna reduce the stress on you, man. It's gonna reduce the stress. It's gonna reduce the stress. And I think with me, like I say, firsthand, I'm seeing my cousin. And I watched a couple guys, like I say, this past year. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, not so much Instagram and TikTok. I'm watching these guys and gals step back from their businesses, dog. Once y'all got this figured out, because a lot of us really got it figured out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us got the right clients. A lot of us done figured out these numbers. We just still in them trucks. You know what I'm saying? And some people just like that. Some people like working all day. Like I got a guy, he told me, he said, man, I'm always work, Bones. I love what I do. I'm always work. But a lot of people, man, after a few years, man, they get it figured out. And I think it just comes to a trust thing. And with me, like I say, reading this book, I got to learn how to trust myself more so I can trust others. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's a big thing with me. I got trust issues. I won't lie. I got trust issues. I know what I do if I was like mess up something. I know I'm gonna do right by it, but everybody ain't like it. Now I've been through stuff like that, man. I've let somebody borrow a car before and they mess up the car and they're like ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? A whole car. So, you get trust issues behind things like that, man. But the thing is, I gotta step back, man. The way the game is going, it's about to be wide open. Like I say, I'm seeing it. It's messed up with the ice thing, but we all know it's reality. A whole lot of work is opened up now. I'm telling you. I'm seeing trucks out now. Thanksgiving Day, I seen a few trucks out. The day before, the day after, I seen a few trucks out. You know what I'm saying? You say I should do a live. Speak more on it. Drop it. elaborate on that, cat's paw. But I seen guys out working and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting it. And we all know who got to be out there. We see them in the trucks. We know who got to be out there. But we don't know the guys who don't got to be out there, man. They at home on Thanksgiving kicking it. And they got the crew calling them if something happened. You know what I'm saying? But until then, you got to do what you got to do. But this is just me, man. This is me venting on my time. 5 years just in the game. And I feel like in 5, I've done a lot with my time, made the most time. You know what I'm saying? And like I say in my business, I could just see it. I could see where I'm at from where I was. Like last year, this time, I had work going on, but it wasn't like what I got this year. You know what I'm saying? The books was totally different. And that comes from just putting the time in. So a lot of things, man, like we on some people I call it survival time. I'm on survival time right now. I'm doing everything. I'm mowing, I'm cleaning, I'm running errands, I'm scheduling, uh everything. I'm on survival time, man. You feel me? And I gotta get off the survival time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get off at survival time. But it's part of it. So let's see what else I got in here for y'all, man. Because I wrote down some notes for this time thing, man. Because this time is, I feel like it's serious, man. And another thing too, man, you will get burnt out. The time you get burnt out doing this, just keeping it real, you'll get burnt out. These last couple months, ever since right before the expo, I've been burnt out. I ain't been feeling like doing too much, but I got to. You feel me? I got to keep doing it like the sun and the moon rise, but I've been burnt out, and I feel like that's another thing. Like if I could work 40 hours and have guys working 40 hours would be a good thing too. Because I'm still getting the work done and I'm still getting on the books. And if they need help, I can just jump out there. And so let's see. Another thing with time, man, that'll help you too. Okay, I'll take it back with the black book. I got rid of it, but I do keep a little bitty notepad that I write down everything every day. You know what I'm saying? And that'll help you too. Yeah, yeah. For real, cat's paw. Yeah, and that's some things I've been thinking about, bro. Because like I said, it's been total reflection, man. This last month, and I'm sitting there thinking about everything, man. I'm starting to get a couple gray hairs, man, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I see them, I ain't mad at them, but I'm like, dog, let me this thing out for real. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I was saying, I keep a little notepad, man, and I write down everything because I noticed this year when I was getting up and I write down like 3 things every day. I would have like a list of 3 things every single day. Like these 3 things must be done. You know what I'm saying? And I found when I was doing that, it was saving me time. It was making me like because sometimes I would have tasks, man. I'm scrambling last minute doing it. And when you're doing that, man, you end up rushing. You end up missing something that you didn't get, that you should have did or something. And so when I was writing down that 3 things every day, I was able to knock down some stuff that I see now, like yeah, okay, I'm glad I did that because the next week I could see. And so, um, another thing, just you really gotta be like repetitive with yourself. Sounds crazy, but like you really gotta have like almost a repeat system. Because in 2022, man, I look back on what that was a good year for me in business, and I was only 2 years in. But in 2022, man, I had a basic system that I was getting a lot done. I just wasn't, I didn't have no money management for real. Well, yeah, I did. I had stuff that I needed in business I was having to still spend on. Put it like that. But in 2022, I had a basic system that I feel like got me real far. Every day, all I did, man, I was talking to myself, telling myself, I'm gonna be tired. I was waking up every day 5 in the morning. I was going to bed maybe 11 to 12 sometimes at night. And I was just talking to myself, I'm gonna be tired. I was praying every day. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't been praying like I used to. I was praying every day. And another thing I was doing, man, I wasn't watching everything. I only had 2 YouTube channels that I would watch. I wouldn't watch nothing else. I was trying to figure out my business. I just started putting out content. Uh, I was working all day, and those two guys, one was literally talking about the business of just not lawn care. He was just talking about business in general. And he's talking about this service business. And he breaks it down. I don't care if you're a barber, uh, a guy pressure washing, a guy doing car detailing, mowing like what we do, just food. He was a service business guy. I used to watch this guy every day. He talked about service business. I watched another guy talked about life, and I did my thing. And I just that's what 2022 was just like a super focused tunnel vision year. And it's because I didn't have a whole lot on my plate, but it was like I wasn't listening to everything. Now it's like I'm taking in a lot more than I was, and I had to scale back because a lot of the shit I've been listening to, it ain't been necessary. It's been just taking time. You know what I'm saying? It's sucking up. It's been wasted time. And so I got to get back to the basics. So, man, with time, man, bro. So find out where your time is going. Get you like a time sheet and write down where your hours is going if you can. I mean, that's what I'm doing. Just write down, like, if you sit down for the day, at the end of the day, have a reflection. All right, did I watch 1 or 2 hours some shit I didn't need to watch? Let me get rid of that. Was I talking to somebody wasting time doing something that I need to do? Let me get rid of that. Just all of that, dude. Do a audit of where your time is going. You may have 10 to 20 hours a week that you can start putting into something else and helping yourself be more efficient in your business. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking on me because I'm busy, but I'm not really organized like I feel like I need to. And all that's coming off time. I'm letting some stuff take my attention in the morning. I'm watching and listening to. Nighttime, I might listen to something. I might get on the phone, and then I'm drawn into something, and it's wasting time. And I'm having to ask myself a lot: is this necessary? Is this necessary right now? What I'm doing? So, just do a time audit on yourself, man. And that's basically what I got this week, man. Is just time, man. Because, like I say, being with my family this past week, my aunt, like if some know when I was headed to Louisville, for the expo, I had a call out of nowhere that my aunt was sick. She had a couple weeks to live. She ended up passing yesterday, and just time, man. You just never know. You just got to make the most of every day. You know what I'm saying? We blessed. You get a full 24 to wake up. If you didn't do what you're supposed to do yesterday, it's over with. Don't even think about it. You know, just make the best of the present, which is right now. Tomorrow might not even be there. Just focus on the right now. Get that time down, man. Because I'm telling you, it's somewhere or something that we're wasting time on. And you might be wasting time on. And you say, I could be using that time doing something else. You know, I wasted a lot of time on some stuff this year. I should have my spraying license. Just keeping it real. You know, the same way I'm reading this book right now, that I only got 2 chapters left. You know, now what's my excuse for not having and studying the pesticides to not pass? You see what I'm saying? And so I got to hold myself accountable on that. I'm making excuses, but I'm finding time to do for what I want to do instead of doing what's really necessary. And I got to ask myself what's necessary. So, time, man. Find a way, man, to audit your time, man. Figure out a way to just make yourself efficient. It's all on you at the end of the day. Your business it can be as big as you want, as small as you want, but at the end of the day, it's all on you. Find a way to get that time, man. Use your time very wisely with your business. Uh, when you're not in business, use your time wisely because it all matters, man. It's all in the diet. You know what I'm saying? Everything you eat, everything you see is part of your diet too. So that's what I got this week, man. Use your time, man. Next week, tune in. Got a guest coming on again, man, next week. Hope everybody, like I say, had a great Thanksgiving. We got, it's December 2025. Hey, this thing in the books now. It's another year down for us. So Figure out with that time, man. Figure out where you let some time go this year and figure out where you're going to put that time at in 2026 to make yourself super efficient. Man, holler at y'all next Tuesday. Appreciate y'all tapping in again. And Mo Trappin Podcast out of here.